What is going on? This is not my workshop. What is that? Hey, Mike! How you doing? Great to see you.
You too. Fancy seeing you here.
How did I end up here?
I don't know. I just saw you like walking through the woods. You must have been lost somewhere. What happened?
I have no idea. I think my camera's over there. Should we?
Yeah. Should we go and get it?
Make a video?
Yeah, let's do it.
Might as well. I'm here.
Okay, let's do it.
Great. So guys, I don't exactly know what's happened, but I was gonna say welcome back to the workshop, and there are like trees everywhere, and we're outside. You know, I haven't been outside in forever, and then all of a sudden, like, I come across Mike, for goodness sake. You know, TA Outdoors. We made a video together, what, like just 7 days ago?
Just over a week, yeah.
Unbelievable. So, I don't know what's going on, but welcome back to the woods. We are gonna learn and do some bushcrafting. So Mike, this is your camp, the famous camp that is all over YouTube. Can you tell my audience just a little bit? Let's give them the little 20-second tour.
It's all made of dead wood. This whole camp is all dead wood. We're in a really dense forest here. The trees fall down all the time, so it's all dead wood. It's just where I've scavenged and foraged it. It's all Scots pine, that's why it's really straight as well. So here we have the hunting tower. This is the main piece. With a ladder as well. It's got the ladder with it.
Oh, look at that.
And you access that from inside the camp. Then we've got a moss shelter here. This is kind of my secondary lean-to shelter. Got a log store as well down there. As you come in, you'll see
I like the gate.
Pit.
Is that hand forged?
That is hand-forged gate. Fire pit down there. This is the main shelter, which I recently just did with a nice big raised bed, tarp roof, even a little window made from the old sandbags that you get at B&Q.
That's pretty smart. I like that.
Yeah, get a bit of light in here. And this is the kitchen. This is
awesome.
The tiki kitchen.
This is great. This is a great little camp. This is what every boy wanted as a kid.
Yeah, that's pretty much why I did it, because I've just got a really childish mind and I just wanted to come out of the woods and build something.
That's awesome. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
It is.
Making stuff and making fires. And
sure.
Speaking of fires, I think the first thing that we should do, because it's a cold, bitterly cold February day, I think we need to process some wood and make a fire. Yeah. And you're going to show me an interesting trick with fungus and a flint and steel striker, am I right?
Fungus and a knife.
A knife and ferro rod.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Your knife, in fact, that you helped me build.
It's going to be a fun video. Right, so what's the plan, Mike?
It's a feather stick. So this is like one I made earlier. The idea of making a feather stick is not for decorative pattern to make it look pretty. It's to expose the dry part of the wood right in the middle near the pith. Obviously, being England, we've got like a maritime climate. It's always raining here, so a lot of our wood is always damp. So making feather sticks is a really good way of then lighting a fire. So the safest way to do it, I find, is you don't want to cut in near the what's called the triangle of death in here. So you do everything to the side, and you want to. It's similar to the flint, where you want to find the sort of sharp, the most acute angle on the piece of wood. By practicing, by going down without touching the bevel to begin with, and then slightly turn in, and then you will feel it eventually bite into the wood. And each time you do it, turn so
change your angle.
You're on the angle.
Reduce the surface area,
exactly.
Then you can cut into it a little
Otherwise,
easier.
you're going to skid. And also the high, if you see your iron coming up really high here, I'm going to create really long curls.
Yep.
If you start nice and low down,
we create more density at the bottom of it. Is that the idea?
Yeah. Ideally, you want to do lower down really, just to get that better curls. Really, you'll just get the fine curls and not so long. And like you say, you want that density for the spark to be able to.
Wonderful.
Take light. So.
It's really, really nice to be using the knife that you and I made here. You know, I rarely get the opportunity to use the knives that I've made, and you know, being a part of the making of this, and now, you know, just feeling it glide through this wood it's super, super satisfying. This is why it's so nice to make things, because you then get to use it once you do. This is so satisfying. Being out in the wilderness, you know, the sound of the rain hitting the forest floor, sound of a knife on wood. It's just wonderful. This is what it's all about. Oh no, I broke my feather sticks. There we go, 2 feather sticks, look at that. We got our feather sticks. What is next, Mike?
So what we're going to do is create what's called a raft. So again, this is wood that we split earlier. And all that allows is, it keeps the ground nice and dry that we're lighting the fire on, because you want that dry, otherwise the dampness will come up into the feather sticks. But it also allows oxygen and airflow to get underneath and hopefully light those feather sticks a little bit easier. Where that bit's really thick here, that's not going to obviously light at all, so I'm just going to pull these curls off and just put them in a bundle down here.
There we go, look at that. I'm contributing. We got a little pile. What's next?
So next, we're basically ready to light now, because we've got kindling here that you split earlier with the knife.
Yep.
So you need to have everything ready nearby. Got a ferrocerium rod or a ferro rod, which you know all about, and where my knife and your knife as well have a 90
Hey, this is your knife.
Both my knives. The knife you're using has the 90-degree spine, which really is ideal. You have to have that really to get those sparks coming off the ferro rod. A lot of people struggle getting these going because you're not putting enough pressure and not getting the right angle. So you also need to start near the top. That's going to give you the most chance of getting a spark. I like to put my thumb...
That's a lot of sparks.
Yeah, I like to put my thumb the other side of the knife as well, just for that pressure.
And so the sparks from that is enough to light this,
yeah,
supposedly, which is relatively damp even.
Sure.
It's possible.
Yeah, it is damp, it's possible, but we're going to probably have to shower a lot of sparks into it.
Okay.
Because to build that heat up,
Gotcha.
you know, it's going to have to be like fast to get those sparks going.
Bro, let's give it a go. See if I can do it.
Almost, you can see where it's burning the wood. There you go.
Oh!
Yeah, keep going. Oh, see that flame there? There you go, there you go.
There we go.
Now slowly more curls, because it's very tentative where the wood's so wet. So we want to really sort of slowly build this up.
No!
It's all right.
Oh, it's going. No!
So close.
So close. So we're having a little difficulty lighting it. So Mike's gone and retrieved some birch bark.
Still pretty damp, but if we peel this up into small slivers and you expose that part, there's the damp part in the middle. We want that red resinous part, packed full of resin, and that should take a flame really easily.
All right, we're going for it.
We're going for it. Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's happening. Look at that! We've got fire. It's happened. The wood is really, really damp, so it took some doing, but we got it. The steaks are cooking. It's smelling wonderful. We have smoke in our eyes. And when you get smoke in your eyes, it's really painful. Mike, I hate to say it,
yeah.
you need a chimney in here. Because the smoke, oh no! Oh yeah, look at that. That's gonna be one nice steak. Oh my goodness, that looks beautiful.
Get up.
Watch out. Oh no! What's happened to your steak? This thing looks incredible, Mike. Great job cooking. Oh my goodness.
Good?
It's so good. Always better when you cut down the wood, process it.
Do it all yourself.
Make the fire. This is some seriously good steak. Ah, my eyeballs! Ah! Well, ladies and gents, I was about to say, we're still pretty hungry, so we're gonna throw some sausages on the fire. I say we just go do them like that. Let's burn the things. I got smoke in my eyes again. Ah! Oh no! Oh, this is so painful. Everywhere we go, the smoke comes up and goes straight into your eyes. They're looking great though. Oh, come on! I'm trying to talk to YouTube, please! Smoke! Okay, those sausages were insane. Campfire cooking really does seem like the best cooking. Let's get this fire going again. Oh, gotta love making a campfire. It has been so long since I've made a campfire. Quick, let's throw some steel in there. I reckon we can forge in it. Man, there is something absolutely incredible about a campfire. This is a really cool setup that you have there, Mike. What is that called?
It's called a pot hanger setup. This is a pot hanger, but this is called a crane. This particular one's called the oars crane, and it works. Well, basic laws of physics. The downward pressure here is keeping it pinched here, otherwise this would all slide down.
And so you can lift up and then lift down.
Yeah, so I can take this away because it can get out of the way, you know, to make more room in the camp. But I can also, with the way that it's designed, with the two Y sticks like that, I can move this out the way, you know. But
that's awesome.
It needs that downward pressure to keep it there. So, and if this can's boiling, I can move him here to the side, and then stick another billy can boiling on the other end. So now I'm going to put it back over the fire. So all the resins, as I was saying, are actually in the outside of the bark, but we need to expose them. So we're going to make what's called a dust pile. So you see the colour changing already. These orange parts, these orange flecks, these are the bits that are going to ignite. So we're trying to clear, and the finer you go, the more likely you're going to get a flame.
Right, fire steel.
Yeah, scrape off the oxidised layer on one before you strike. Keep going. There you go. Oh, there you go. And again, rain some more sparks down.
Hey, look at that.
And this is probably the best fire lighting technique to use when it's raining.
This is completely wet. Like this is
soaked.
saturated
Yeah.
straight off the rain-soaked floor, and that takes a light that easily.
Yeah, and it burns for a while. So when it's raining, this is the best fire lighting technique by far.
That's super helpful. So just scratching off the skin
Just
of the birch
scratch
tree.
of the birch tree, preferably one that's down on the floor. But if you can't, access that, just get a little bit of bark. Make sure it's a big enough platform, and you can transfer that sort of fire, that ember, to another piece. Then dust that off, and then you can keep this with you and carry this around you. So you've always got something to light fire.
And this is a thicker piece than a lot of the other stuff too,
that's
so
the
that
thinner
helps.
stuff. So you can rip small slithers like this into smaller pieces, and then light those curls, and then get rid of this and keep this and use those.
Let's see if I can do this first time.
Rest it. Blow hard. There you go, keep blowing hard. You got it. Right, you can leave that now and that will burn for ages.
You're kidding.
Yeah, that will still, you can just walk away and that will still burn.
No way. So let's try the bundle now.
Keep going. Keep going, the smoke is better.
Yes!
Go, there you go.
Yes!
Blow.
No!
Keep blowing, keep blowing.
Running out of there.
The wind's helping you as well. There you go, yeah!
Yes! I've done it! Yes!
Nice one.
I made fire!
With a fungus.
Fire with a fungus! That is awesome. Thank you so much for teaching me that.
That's all right.
Oh my goodness, that's brilliant. Ow, my eyes. Oh no, not again. Remember the steel striker I made when he was at my workshop? Well, let's see if I can light this after his good instruction.
Is that Norfolk flint?
Norfolk flint, I brought it with me.
That's it. That's ready to go, so pop them in. Now wrap right around the top of it. Right over it. Okay, lean back.
Am I seriously first time about to make a fire? No way, this is so exciting.
Here you go. You'll hear the roaring when you hear the roaring.
Oh yes! Yes! No way! I cannot believe that, the first strike! Mike, I cannot thank you enough for teaching me how to make fire, not only with
Flint and steel.
flint and steel, not only with a mushroom from an ash tree. By the way, this is him pulling a mushroom off an ash tree. Not only with a mushroom from an ash tree, but also birch. Scrape the birch, throw a spark on it, you make a fire. He showed me how to make a tinder bundle, and we have eaten some fabulous food here at his wonderful camp. Mike, please give them the little spiel. Why should they subscribe to you? Because they should.
So for very much that, fire lighting skills, general basic bushcraft, learning how to use nature, survival things, and also some DIY things as well.
There we go. Go subscribe to his channel. It's absolutely fantastic. You can watch him build this entire campsite. It's a great channel, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to see documented being out in the nature like this. And I usually say, go out to your workshops and make something. I think today, because I've enjoyed being out in nature so much, go out into the woods and go and make a shelter, you know, make a fire if you can, and enjoy the nature and the sounds of the forest, because it is just lovely. Mike,
cheers.
Thank you so much for letting me
Mike.
visit. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe here if you're new. Make sure you go subscribe to Mike's channel. You can also see the videos of him back in my workshop a couple weeks ago. Thank you so much. I'm gonna see you tomorrow.